Rednecks Pride, Game Calls and Outdoor Sense. We're going to be talking turkeys tonight. We're going to just go through some basic turkey talk. We're going to talk through some hunting pressure tactics and just all kinds of turkey hunting stuff. I'd like to get into some detailed stuff if we can, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. Rednecks Pride, Game Calls and Outdoor Sense. We've been hunting turkeys for a long time, so hopefully you'll get something out of this talk, and we can help you out in the woods, maybe to kill that big old tom next year. You know, one of the biggest questions out there is, how do I blow a diaphragm call? It's probably one of the hardest things to describe to somebody on how to blow a diaphragm call. You're taking this little thing, you're sticking it in your mouth, and you're making a good sound come out of it. Actually, it's as simple as talking. It's air control, your notes with your tongue, pressure coming out. If you want to higher, you push more pressure. If you want to lower pitch, you do less pressure. You never change in here. It's all going to be coming out of your mouth. It's the same as me talking, just like now. You know, one of the biggest questions we have asked is, how do you put the diaphragm in your mouth? Try to remember to put the round side to the back. Most people, if you've never had a diaphragm in your mouth, you're going to try to put it in with the round side to the front, meaning the round side behind your teeth, because realistically, if you're thinking about it, that look makes the most sense to you if you've never used a diaphragm. But always remember to take the call, put it up, make the round side up, and place it into your mouth. Okay, it's that simple. That diaphragm is going to go in your mouth, and you've got to get it up to the top of your mouth. If you don't get it up to the top of your mouth, this tape here is not going to seal the air. Now, why is that important? It's simple. You don't want air going over top of the diaphragm. You need all the air to go underneath the diaphragm, the reed, and above your tongue. When you buy a brand new call as a first-time caller, it's going to be as uncomfortable as you can get. You're not going to like it. It's going to bother you. You know, in my opinion, probably the best call to learn how to use a mouth call on is going to be a single reed yelper. Why a single reed yelper? Well, it's not as heavy of a reed. In other words, you don't have 2, 3, 4 reeds to worry about. It's a single reed. It's a straight cut on there, so you don't have to worry about any unwanted air pressures that you don't know about yet. You don't want to sound like a turkey. You just want to make a sound with it. You want to try to get it to a high-pitched sound. Make the sound. But you get your high note, and then as you want to drop to your lower note, simply just lower your jaw just a little bit. Now, we're not talking about lowering it a lot. I mean, just take your jaw and lower it just a little bit, like this. Which calls to use? Man, there's a question that's you could write a book on and still not cover it all. There's so many different calls out there. There's so many different cuts. There's so many different types of styles, and it's all going to depend on your style of calling, how much air you have, what you like to blow, if you like a high pitch or a low pitch, and more importantly, what the birds like. For example, this is what we call the sassy-frassy. All right, it's got 3 cuts in it, and we're mainly using this for a call as an attention getter or an exciter. It's a higher pitched call, and it's a fast call. This particular call is our breeding hen. It's a very high-pitched call. You're not going to want to, on a call like this, you're not going to want to try to do a bunch of yelps. It's mainly for a high-pitched cut, or it's going to be a high-pitched breeder. A breeding call, in case you've never heard a hen being bred, it's going to be more like a squeal and then a couple little short cuts afterwards.